Yo, what's good, everybody? We finna do some more creepy and strange TikToks going on around the world right now, man. It's a lot of stuff going on, y'all. And in order to stay aware, stay awake, and stay enlightened to a lot of information that's going on, it's good to get this information. Even if you don't believe it, like, take everything that you see on social media into consideration and do your own research.
What color was kindergarten?
Kindergarten?
Yeah, you was in kindergarten or pre-K. What color was it?
Ooh.
It was every color.
Yeah, I was gonna say rainbow.
Okay, now when you went to first to second grade, what color was it?
I don't know.
It was bland. Yeah. It was that color. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because they try to resemble the jail system. It's just like the school buses, just like the lunch food, just like the trays, just like the playground. It's a lot of things that resemble that mentality frame rate. Just because you take away a lot of color and start putting a lot of bland color, people stop thinking outside the box, and that's why they got Jack in the Box.
Like jail.
Exactly. Then when you went to high school, what color was it?
Like jail.
Yeah. Okay, then when you went to work, what color was the wall?
Yeah.
It's waning you off the frequency. When you a kid, you vibrant, you running around, and then the first thing they do is they say, wane them off the frequency. Make the walls tan, make everything tan, make it boring. Sit down, don't move. They just get you right out of spirituality. And then the next time that you do get introduced to a colorful environment, guess where you at? You in a club. If the club was this color, nobody would go. But since it's black and it's universal light, aka from red to purple, it feel like you in the universe. It feel like
Wow.
So this is why.
Yo, that is true. Because I go to a club every now and then, and every time I go, it seems like it's a lot of lights, and a lot of people seem like they going above and beyond their normal circumstances. And you know what happens when people start drinking a lot, and it's a lot of colors and music and women and things like that. So definitely makes sense. Nobody would go to a club that was just white, gray, black on the walls, no lights, no flashing. It would be boring.
People like the club. It's called colorology. Even hunger. Hunger is triggered by the color red, yellow, and orange. What color is Wendy's?
Yeah.
What color is
McDonald's.
Chick-fil-A? McDonald's. Every highly successful fast food franchise, I guarantee you, if they not all red, orange, and yellow, they have either one of them colors at a hot topic.
Yeah.
So this is people who literally socially.
Once again, the Mountain Dew conspiracy predicted what just happened in 2025. The theory goes that every major new flavor they release contains a hidden message that foreshadows a major world event. So like in 2001, they released their famous Code Red flavor. Just 3 months later, in September, that happens, a Code Red. Then they dropped Mountain Dew Maui Burst, and we had the wildfires in Maui back in 2023. Star Spangled Splash came out the same year that Baltimore Bridge collapsed. You remember that?
Do Mountain Dew know something? Mountain Dew, what do y'all know that y'all ain't telling us? For y'all to be making all these flavors that correspond with events prior to the events makes you question.
The name of the bridge was the Francis Scott Key Bridge. Now, who wrote the American National Anthem, the Star Spangled Banner? Yup, Francis Scott Key, Star Spangled Splash. In 2025, they came out with Baja Midnight, a new flavor they're really pushing, and well, it sort of just happened. Just like in 2024, when they dropped Infinite Swirl, which coincided with the insane hurricane season in southeastern USA that never seemed to end. And the re-release of their Pitch Black flavor preceded the largest IT blackout in history, the CrowdStrike outage in that same year. Another one, Purple Thunder, has the same name as a classified military defense test performed by the IDF. And well, let's just leave it at that. But now we have Baja Midnight, which they announced in a live press conference not too long ago. And just have a look at what the US military's recent activity in you-know-where was called. Yeah, that. Cited as being the largest B-2 bomber airstrike in US history, which struck at midnight. Now, Baja typically means low or lower in Spanish, but can also be taken to translate to... yeah, I couldn't make this up if I tried. Baja Midnight. Did this really just happen?
What do y'all think? Do y'all think that Baja Midnight could be them telling us that we about to have a blackout soon, or some type of shortage of electricity or light? And the word Baja, for it to say that, it's kind of crazy. It's really crazy, actually.
Once again, the Mountain Dew...
I just will say one last word, which is, I hope this is my last time at this podium, at least for a little while. I don't mean that in a negative sense. I mean, The only thing that would bring me back is an unexpected event in the next few days, which, as you all know, is totally possible given everything you've seen over the course of the past years. But if it is, in fact, my last time before you, I just want to say thank you for what you guys do every day. Thank you for putting up with me.
Yo, did he ever show up after that? Or was that really his last one?
During the assassination, there were people beside him and around him that were making signals with their hands and with their hat. Now, I don't know, like it's really interesting, and it's a crazy theory to think like this shit was all set up and was planned, or was it just a random person that just wanted to, you know, that hated him or just wanted him out like that?
Yeah, because like, you know, like it's a small detail, but details do matter, you know what I mean? Like what if this was just him actually fixing the hat?
Yeah, so if you look really closely to the video, you could see someone in the back touch his arm like this, right? And that's literally right before the gunshot.
Do y'all think Kirk Frank... Do y'all think Charlie Kirk was a hit? Like, do y'all really think that the ooze, you know what I mean? Do y'all think it was a hit? Or do y'all think that it was just somebody that was hating on him because he was a, what they call him? I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments. But yeah, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about this comment? I honestly think it was a hit. I don't think it was an accident. I think it was meant to distract people and steer folks away from what's really going on. Keep us confused. Keep us talking.
It goes off.
Yeah, like 2 seconds.
Yeah, and that's it.
They did the signal and then boom, all you heard was the thing.
And there's another one. There's a guy beside him, and he did something else.
Oh, the guy with the sunglasses?
Yeah. He did something else. I
Yeah.
think he put up his hand or something.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if it's true though, but some guy did research and compared the pictures, but in assassination and his, it was the same guy.
July 8th, 1979.
They hide the truth in movies, guys. Watch the movies. The sci-fi movies, the thriller, I mean, pretty much any type of genre, they'll tell you in the movies because they have to. It's universal law. And in order for them to initiate and move forward, they have to present it to us. But it's up to those with the eyes to see clearly, to be able to see what's going on for real, be able to decipher. Know what's really being said.
The fathers of Nobel Prize winners were rounded up by United Nations military units, all right? And actually forced at gunpoint to give semen samples in little plastic jars, which are now stored below Rockefeller Center underneath the ice skating rink. We want to be able to thaw.
Wait, did he say semen samples?
I mean, it's disgusting. You know what they put in the water, don't you? Fluoride.
Yep.
Yeah, fluoride. On the pretext that it strengthens your teeth. That's ridiculous. You know what this stuff does to you? It actually weakens your will. Takes away the capacity for free and creative thought and makes you a slave to the state.
What if that's why when people get older, they start to become less and less creative? Like, what if, because we all have to shower, we all have to drink water, we all have to use water. What if that's why? What if the fluoride and everything else that's in the water is what's causing people to lose their creativity and inspiration? And over time, it just causes you to look older, feel older, and just break down overall. Like, what if the fluoride is really the issue? Is it something they didn't tell us? Let me know down below in the comments. And hit subscribe. Thank you.
So you ever wonder about all these militia groups, survivalist type groups from the right-wing side? They say that they're defending the country from the UN troops. These guys are yelling so loud. My theory is, and this is a conspiracy, pal, that they are the UN troops and that they're in place. The infrastructure's ready. It's just a fait accompli. When the time comes, they'll just take over. We'll all be toast. Oswald, yeah, Oswald. That's what I said, Oswald. Yeah, he said, I'm just a patsy, and that means that he didn't do it, right? I mean, George Bush knew what he was saying when he said New World Order. Remember those three little words, New World Order? Well, he was a 33rd degree Mason, you know, and as ex-director of the CIA. He knew that saying that was...
They telling us, y'all. They telling us, because look what's happening now. It's like, This movie is old. And they already was telling us then. So they had it already planned out the way it's going.
Chip for identification so they can track down an animal anywhere he's at. You'll insert it under the dog's skin, and it's kind of like an identification thing. I mean, it's only a small logical step until they start putting it in us and our children. And then before we know it, my God, they'll probably come with the prefix. Oh, sure, yeah. Hey, is that one of those new hundreds? You know where they changed the picture of Ben Franklin? Look at him. Yeah. He looks like the love child of Fred Mertz and Rosie O'Donnell. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, get rid of him as soon as you can, lady. Look at it up to the light. You see the metal strip in it? That's a tracking device. You got any more of them? Get rid of them. It's dangerous for good. Because they'll follow you. They know where every one of those hundreds is going.
Are there aliens in Area 51?
Wait, Donald Trump was on national, like he was on the news channel? I didn't know he was on this, what Fox News? I didn't know he was on Fox. And he answered a question about Area 51. See what he got to say, because I didn't see this. I didn't even know about this.
You know, I'll tell you, it's a funny thing, because I think that might be a question that I get more than any question.
Yeah.
It is the craziest thing. So we have that
Tell us.
so-called area. They consider it like a sacred area.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say this. I don't think I'm a believer, but
He said he don't think he a believer. Come on, man. You the president. Come on, man. You can't think. You know or you don't know. You are a believer or you not a believer. Like, in belief, it's just you. I mean, you have to know or not know. It's no belief when it comes to him being president. Like, you know all of these different things that's going on in the world. You have to. So, it's just a bunch of crap, in my opinion.
interviewed pilots that look, I like Tom Cruise, but better than Tom Cruise. The blonde crew cuts, the whole, and this, yes, sir. And they were in the Oval Office, 3 or 4 pilots. These are not people that make up stories. These are, they said, all I know, sir, is there was a round object that was going 4 times faster than my F-22, which is a very fast plane. And it wasn't, it shouldn't have been, it was round, sir. They have seen, 4 or 5 guys I've interviewed, solid people, great pilots for the U.S. Air Force, etc. They've seen things that they cannot explain.
You have too.
I mean,
I think he's seen some things too, and he just can't explain it on TV. Like, why would you steer that conversation from yourself and start talking about other people that quote unquote experienced and seen things? She asked you, not them. Just goes to show you, man.
Come on, let's take a deep dive into all the conspiracy theories surrounding it. Here's a handful of books that were posted on Amazon on September 9th, but Charlie Kirk was shot on September 10th. Then Amazon supposedly changed the date to September 11th, the day after. But the publication date still said September 9th. But if you go to search for the book now, you come up with this. Now, you could explain this with just an editing error, or this plane, identified as N88KG, took off from Provo Airport exactly 1 hour after he was shot. And that airport is only a 13-minute drive from the campus location. This plane apparently turned its radar off only a half hour into the flight. And as you can see, there was only 1 flight recorded for this aircraft. So there's a 45-minute window in which this flight is completely unaccounted for. And when you try and access more information on it, you get this. So I went on the flight radar myself, and this is what I found. Now wait for the time to hit the 7:48 mark. What was that chunk? There's an apparent 35-minute gap in the flight time. So what was the next destination after this? There's more to get into, so stay tuned.
Why would it jump 35 minutes in mid-flight? You either, even then, you're not going from different time zones and it's jumping that much. Not in the midst of, seconds. I don't know. Something ain't right. They took something out in that, and it's a lot of signs. There's a lot of signs showing things, but, it's a lot of people that just don't see it. We got to get more people to see it and more voices to say it, and maybe we can steer the perspective. But it's clear. It's obvious. It's premeditated. Heck no, that cannot be real. That cannot be real. That's freaking funny. That's not real, bro. No. Yo, is Michael Jordan an alien?
And I killed 2 of them. Yes, they're mortal and they do die. However, in the process, one of them did this. All I remember is that he just kind of waved his hand in front of his chest, and the next thing I know, this blue beam hit me and just literally opened me up like a fish. And burnt my fingers right off of me. And it was some form of electrical force because
at this point,
kind of like getting hit by a lightning bolt, burned all my toenails off of me.
I refuse to disbelieve my belief in aliens, y'all. Like, even if it's not like what they show it looking like, it's what we know on this earth is not all we know on this earth. They only know about what they said, 1 or 2% of the ocean. What else is in the ocean that we don't know? Exactly. We don't know because they ain't telling us.
Completely crispy crittered my left foot. Burnt the shoe right off of me. All I remember is the smoking remains, and I'm still conscious, but in and out of, I didn't remember much. And there was a Green Beret that was right behind me that risked his life. In fact, he died. But he risked his life. He shoved me back in the back and hit the button and took me up. And I wouldn't be alive talking to you today if it wasn't for him. I'm forever indebted. He lost his life. 66 Secret Service agents, Green Berets, Black Berets, crack troops lost their lives because the government, our United States government, lied to not tell us anything about the alien threat.
I'm going to take your souls. We have the power. We decide what's hot. If we don't go, nobody goes. If we don't support, nobody supports. We control what's cool. We control what's hot. We control.
I wonder if he was under some type of MK Ultra when he was giving his speech, because the way he's talking and the things he's saying sounds like it's a higher group or a higher intellect that's controlling the words that's putting out. Either that or he's a part of that establishment. He's just telling us straight up.
What your kids listen to, what they dance to. We control what's in video games. We control how they wear their pants, sag their pants. We control everything.
What about the U.S.?
So the U.S., from what we...
I had the opportunity over the years to interview, again, people who have worked at the test site at Groom Lake. One gentleman
1999.
spent 12 of his 30 years in black programs at Groom Lake.
They knew this 26 years ago or more. At least 26 years ago. And we just now finding out, y'all. Well, some of us just now finding out. I kind of already knew a while ago, but I wasn't 100% sure because people would call you crazy if you talked about aliens 5 years ago. Now it's a normal topic and everybody talks about it.
When I asked him, I said, first of all, I said, do you believe in UFOs? And he looked at me with a straight face in one-on-one. He said, absolutely, positively, they do exist. I said, can you expand upon that? He said, no, I can't. About a year later, we were talking about, again, activities at Groom Lake. And I asked him, I said, you know, can you really tell me what's happening out there? He said, well, there's a lot of things that are going on there that I won't be able to tell you until the year 2025. But we have things in the Nevada desert that would make George Lucas envy.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's wild.
I had the opportunity over the years.
That's it for that video. This was the second part of that, the one before this one. So I just had to dive deeper into these information videos because a lot of this stuff people need to know. We need to be putting this information out. And I will commit to be putting these information videos out creepy, strange, whatever the case may be, spiritual. Like, information is we in the information age. This is the time to give people the information that we've been lost, we've been kept from for years. Like, it's up to us. And like I said in the previous videos, you only can save so many people. You only can do so much. But as long as you try, as long as you reach someone, somebody gonna like it. Somebody's gonna understand. Somebody's gonna take it in consideration, and they gonna tell their friends, and they gonna tell their friends, and they gonna tell their friends. That's how it works as a community, as a union. We a team. As humans, we're supposed to be working together doing this. So that's what I'm gonna do, and that's what, you know, we all should do in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, that's it for that video, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hit the like button, hit the comment. Let me know what you want to watch. Hit the subscribe button, and also turn on those notifications. I can't talk today. I don't know what's going on. Also, turn on those notifications for me, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace. Let's go. It was all my philosophy. Be strong, pull together consciously. Money made me monopoly. It was hard as fuck, it was novelty. Had to go and get it like a prophecy. Looking at my vision like it gotta be. Working every minute to accomplish the. I was having visits with the highest media.